Blackthorn District slept under a curtain of fog, but Ezra Blackthorn walked its streets wide awake. Every step was measured, every breath slow and cold. He felt something wrong in the air that night, something older than crime, older than the city itself, stirring in the shadows, waiting for him to notice. The first sign came quietly, a black feather resting beside an empty corpse outline, untouched by wind or rain. Graves barked orders, but Ezra barely heard him. The feather pulsed with a runic scar only he could see. It wasn't evidence, it was a warning, and it was meant for him. Mara found him before the fog fully swallowed the alley. Her note was crumpled, her voice urgent. Another disappearance, same markings. Ezra listened without blinking, but behind his eyes a spark flickered. Someone was drawing him toward the truth. Someone who knew his secret.
Sorry, Ezra. Here, read it. Quick.
What is this?
Just listen. They're coming. I saw them. You can't let them find you.
This changes everything.
Then we run?
Not yet.
The fog twisted unnaturally, and a shape peeled itself from the darkness. A wraith, silent, starved, reaching for him. Ezra moved only a finger, hidden beneath his coat, letting a quiet spell ripple outward. The creature shrieked in silence as the barrier held. Magic was waking. In the city's forgotten underbelly, Tobias led Ezra through shelves untouched by time. Candles trembled as Ezra read glowing runes older than Blackthorn itself. Each symbol pointed to one name, Seraphine Crow, a ghost from a war the world had never known existed.
Keep moving. The wards will notice we're here.
I know.
Back at his desk, Ezra sketched the runes with steady hands. Every stroke confirmed what he feared. These weren't random symbols. They were pieces of a ritual designed to tear open the veil. Whoever was behind this knew exactly what they were doing and who they wanted to challenge. Graves erupted in frustration, slamming maps and accusations across the room. He felt Ezra was hiding too much, and he wasn't wrong. But Ezra stood silent, cold, absorbing every word. He couldn't reveal the truth. Not yet. Not until he understood the scale of what was coming. The sealed black letter waited like a heartbeat on his table. When Ezra opened it, purple smoke curled into a familiar voice, soft, mocking, dangerous. Seraphine Crow. Her message was simple. She had returned, and the city would break before she did.
The clock is breaking. You cannot wait. Find me before the tides turn.
Seraphine.
At the harbor, burn marks shaped like twisted runes scarred the wooden planks. Ezra traced them with his glove while Mara scanned the shadows nervously. Something had been summoned here, something that fed on fear, and it was already moving deeper into the city. A wraith burst from the alley with silent fury, lunging for Ezra's throat. In one swift motion, he carved a sigil through the air, releasing a blast of blue force. The creature dissolved into smoke. Ezra didn't celebrate. He knew why the attacks were escalating. Seraphine was calling him out.
Tobias worked like a man possessed, cross-matching scroll after scroll. The gears around them clicked as he uncovered a chilling truth. The runes were part of a convergence, a ritual capable of merging worlds. Someone was preparing for catastrophe. Alone in the dim room, Ezra studied the broken amulet that once defined his childhood. Its shattered glow reflected memories he never wanted to revisit. Fire, shadows, and Seraphine's eyes watching him fall. He wasn't just chasing her, he was finishing what began years ago.
Breathe, Ezra. Just breathe. Show me. Seraphine.
Graves confronted him again, voice echoing through the hallway. "Stay out of this," he warned. But Ezra only stared, knowing the man couldn't understand. This wasn't a case, it was a war creeping back into the world, and Ezra was the only one who could stop it.
Do you have any idea what you've done, Ezra? Any idea at all? You don't just go off script and expect me to clean up after you! Look at me when I'm talking to you! I should have you out on the street right now! Then do it.
In the shattered corridor of a ruined mansion, Seraphine stepped from the dark as if she'd never left the world at all. Her purple eyes burned with intent, feathers swirling around her in a silent storm. Ezra had found her, or perhaps she'd allowed it.
You feel it, don't you? The hush before the storm. Now, watch it break.
High in the clock tower, Ezra traced runes carved into steel gears, each marking a countdown to something monstrous. Mara's lantern flickered beside him as the chamber echoed like a beating heart. They weren't ahead of the ritual, they were already late. Shadows crawled up the walls, converging into forms with snarling whispers. Ezra lifted his hand, letting a hidden barrier pulse outward. The corridor shook as the magic held back the rising tide. Seraphine's influence was growing stronger by the hour.
A wraith struck fast, grabbing Mara and dragging her toward the fog. She fought, clawing at the creature's arms. Ezra sprinted, calling out her name, but the shadows swallowed her into the night. The ritual had begun, claiming sacrifices. On the old courtyard stones, Ezra carved a powerful sigil into the ground. Blue light burst outward, ripping through the fog and breaking the seal Seraphine had placed on the district. It was a risk that exposed his magic, but he had no choice. Mara's life depended on it.
Pinned a fragment of living shadow against the wall, runes burning across his hand. The wraith writhed but finally spoke, revealing Seraphine's location and her nearing ritual. The convergence was closer than any of them feared. Time was slipping away. The storm cracked open the sky as Ezra, Graves and Tobias marched towards Crow's Hollow. Lightning lit the mansion in violent flashes. Ezra led with a cold, determined stride. Whatever waited inside, he was ready to face it, alone if he had to. The doors groaned open into a hall choked with dust and feathers. Mara appeared, shaken but alive.
I see it.
Ezra scanned the air
Lantern's
with
only
hidden
giving me
magic,
20 feet.
sensing
Keep that glow
rituals
steady.
woven into the walls.
I'm on it.
Every step
Anything
deeper into the
shows, I'll
mansion
know.
felt like walking into a trap
let's keep
designed for
walking.
him. Seraphine stood in the ritual chamber, runes floating like flaming serpents around her. Her voice rose in a chant that made the air vibrate. Purple fire spiraled upward as reality itself began to tear. Ezra stepped forward, ready to end what she had started. Magic exploded through the chamber as Ezra unleashed the power he'd hidden for years. Seraphine struck back with shadow flames, each attack shaking the foundations. Runes cracked, walls split, the world flickered. Only one of them would leave the room standing.
Come on, Ezra. Focus. Breathe. Bind the sigil. Hold the line.
You can't stop what's coming, Conjurer. This alley will be your pyre.
We'll see.
As the convergence reached its peak, Ezra absorbed the shattered runes into himself, releasing a blinding wave of light. Wraiths dissolved, the ritual collapsed, and Seraphine vanished into the fading smoke. The city was safe, but at a cost only Ezra understood. When dawn approached, Ezra walked alone into the quiet fog. His magic dimmed under his coat, his footsteps steady, his expression unreadable. The world would never know what he saved them from, and Blackthorn, forever shrouded in mist, awaited the next unsolvable case.